Hello troops, welcome back. We are in week 2 of the 8-week build to the mid Cheshire 5k, the spring version. So we're focusing on running. Although it's a duathlon channel, I'm still using the bike to get my endurance training in, but the focus is on the run. Part of this build is a 10k race this Sunday. It's Thursday today, and as normal my mind is awash with what race shoes shall I use. Now you'll have seen in previous videos that I managed to get a pair of the Hyperwarp Pro on Vinted for a mega deal. I really like them. I just question, are they the right version for me? Because there are 3 versions in the Hyperwarp series, and I'm just thinking the Pure, which is the lightest and the lowest stack, but still with lots of pops and bounce, supposedly might be best for me. And there was a deal on that, so I only went and bought a pair. Now my problem is though, when I got them, even though they're the same size, my normal size in the Mizunos, they're actually too small. So I had to send them back, and I'm waiting for the replacements to come in the right size. So I can't race in them this Sunday. I'm not going to get them, can't include them in this test. So I've got 3 candidates, all great shoes, and I guess I'm really fortunate to have these as options. So option 1, the trusty Nike Aplhafly 3, my race shoe of 2025 really. I've just not felt the vibe. Every time I put it on my feet so far this year, I've just not felt the vibe. Right, next candidate, yeah, the Hyperwarp Pro that I mentioned, still really light, quite like it. I've trialled it, I've not raced in it yet. I just think the Pure will be a sweet spot for me, hopefully. The other candidate today is this one, yes, the Asics Metaspeed Sky Tokyo. I really like this. It's very soft foam. I get the sensation that it's too soft almost, and I'm not getting any pop and I'm not running fast. But actually this is the race shoe I wore for 5k at Alton Park, and I definitely performed better than I thought I would do wearing this shoe. So let's test those 3 out today, just on a stride session, get a feel for them, see how I feel. And it's 10k, isn't it? It's a long one for me. See which trainer is going to suit 10k and just go for one of these. I'd like to try the Mizuno out. I just don't know. When I wore it round for some tempo efforts and some strides, I did wonder whether or not, yeah, it's stable, but is it a bit slappy? I'm so fussy, aren't I? But anyway, let's do a few strides and I'll have to make my choice what I'm going to wear on Sunday. Right, welcome back. Run test done. About 1k of strides in each shoe. Not a very scientific test, but it's just about going by feel. And I have raced in all these shoes. No, that's wrong. I have not raced in all these shoes. I've not raced in the Mizuno. What I meant was all these are great race shoes, no doubt about that. And it's a luxury to have this conundrum about which one shall I choose to race in on Sunday in this 10k. So, as I said, about a k strides for each one. First shoe I wore, the Nike Aplhafly 3. And I put this on and I started running and I thought, yeah, this is a great race shoe. I'm going to use this. It felt nice. It felt locked in. I like the booty style for this. As normal for the Aplhafly, it felt a bit slappy when you're running it on the floor, but you kind of get used to that. So I did my k strides, thought that's great. Next shoe, a direct comparison then. The Asics Metaspeed Sky Tokyo. This is a very different shoe. It is lighter. You can feel that it's lighter just by picking the 2 up together. But the main difference for me is stability, and it's just so much softer. The ride is softer. You do feel like it's mega cushioned, but it's not as locked in. It's not a booty style for a start, so you don't get that locked in feel that I personally quite like. But the stability is nowhere near the same as the Aplhafly. And I guess if you look at the soles, put them together, the Aplhafly is, well, it's just more landing surface, isn't there? So it does feel more stable, and it's not as soft as well. So that's a double whammy kind of thing, isn't it? But there's no doubt I really do like this. I just it just doesn't feel quite as stable and as locked in, and I quite like that locked in feeling. In terms of speed on strides, it's difficult to gauge, isn't it, just by feel, and with the GPS lag of doing a short distance stride, the speed isn't really an accurate measure, is it? But anyway, it was slightly faster, by the way, on speed than the Aplhafly. So then I pretty much decided, yeah, I'll stick with the Asics, but I'll give the Mizuno Hyperwarp Pro a try, because, you know, I got them at a bargain price. And although it's, if you like, of the three versions of the Hyperwarp, you could say it's the slowest. Is that the right way to describe it? Not sure. It's designed for a purpose though, isn't it? Again, it's quite wide, isn't it? It's actually wider, I think, than the Aplhafly, and certainly significantly wider than the Asics, isn't it? So in terms of stability, it ticks that box. It's not as slappy as the Aplhafly, but there is an element of kind of almost too much surface area on the bottom, I think. But it just did feel quite smooth when I was running, and I liked the feel of it. I just liked it. I had a few issues getting it locked down tight enough, but once you tweak around with it, it's okay. And then I looked down at the watch when I was doing the strides and the perceived effort that I was running them at compared to the other two, and bizarrely it was faster. Again, not an accurate measure, I know, so I did a few extra strides in it, and then a bit of an extended stride, just kind of smooth perceived race effort, which is difficult again, isn't it, over a short period to gauge a 10k race effort. And I looked down at the watch and I'm chugging along at like 3:35 per k pace, which I don't think I'll sustain for a 10k. But I came away thinking, well, I've got this. I've not raced in it. I'm aiming to race in the Pure, stand fast to see how that feels when I get the right size. Let's take this baby out for a run over 10k. Why not? I mean, it's equally as speedy as the other two, if not, by the testing, slightly speedier. And it'd be good just to get a feel for it, wouldn't it? It's certainly stable, more stable than the Sky Tokyo. I think most shoes would be more stable than the Asics. Yeah, it's got a niche feel about it. I'm not saying it's bad, but it probably takes a bit of getting used to. Right, yeah, so I'm going to wear the Mizuno Hyperwarp Pro on Sunday for my 10k and just see how it goes. And hopefully I'll be able to cruise along at a decent pace. Yeah, choice made. And then when I get the Hyperwarp Pure, we'll do all this again, no doubt, and see how that feels. But I'd like to test the Hyperwarp Pure over a 5k, although I have got another 10k coming up in May as well. But maybe a park run blast in the Hyperwarp Pure would be a really good test, wouldn't it? Because I've got some good measure previous performances and times on my local park run course. Okay, choice made. I'll see you guys out on the 10k on Sunday.